Hi guys, so today we're gonna talk about dermal visual vector and male male in this vector sometimes have a lot of issues, and it could lead to really bad stuff like I'm gonna I'm gonna explain you first what kind of vector is this, and then you will understand and exactly what I'm talking about. Now, in ancient times, usually this visual vector species as a male, it's very emotional people. You probably know who I'm talking about. So it wasn't vector that could really fight or kill the enemy or protect the house or contribute to the tribe. It's let's call it weakest vector in the tribe as a male, not female. Now, as female is a little bit different. Now, because this person could not fight, protect the house, and go to the war and hunt, the tribe had a limit on the resources, and they couldn't really feed that person. So they had to get rid of these people. And that's why the tribe, that's how we actually made up those holidays for it, where the holidays started. It's from the human sacrifice. They had to get rid of these people because they could not contribute to the tribe, or use that person as a trap for the wild animals or anything else. And because this person had all the time all these fears that he's going to be sacrificed. By the way, olfactory vector person is the one who sacrificing him or choking him when we went for hunting. And if we had visual vector in our tribe, and we got trapped in wild animals around us like leopards, and suddenly they start to approach us even if we hidden in the bushes, it means that one of the species had this visual vector, that emotional vector, and it was really in fear. It could be even by the way, female. A lot of that fear that wild animal could smell, like dogs smell when you're in fear, they bark. Same thing with wild animals. And because of that, the olfactory vector is the person in the tribe who could really understand all that. So he was choking that person. Usually, by the way, was a female went with us for hunting, because we didn't have really much of these males. That's why females, some of the females, they use those amulets, the beads. So it means you cannot touch her. She's untouchable. She's belongs to the leader of the tribe, or somebody's in the top hierarchy. So he puts those beads around her neck. It means you cannot choke her, you cannot touch her. So usually they didn't take these women for hunting, because if someone starts to produce a lot of those pheromones of the fear, those hormones, and wild animals could smell, they cannot touch this woman, so they didn't take them for hunting. So this way they had those beads. That's why sometimes women, they need those beads and jewelry, and it makes them more subconsciously. It makes them takes off some of the stress of these visual women. Now, as far as male, so what happened to the male? Because we will get rid of those males. They we didn't have that many in the tribe, and deep down, if we had one, you always had that fear that is going to be one day is going to be sacrificed and eaten by the tribe. We were eating in those times. We still were eating each other. We still till nowadays we do that, but not physically, but psychological, you can say, because people really 7 of 8 vectors. They all this jealousy, all these envies. It's the same thing. Ready, like sometimes to kill each other. 7 of 8 vectors. One vector in our tribe, it doesn't have those emotions. It doesn't have this. You probably remember what I'm talking about. It doesn't have this emotion of jealousy, envy. It doesn't kill others unless there is really need for tribe to survive, for survival of the tribe, not even one person or his own life. That's your ritual vector, but we talk about your ritual later. Now, this visual vector male, it has deep down, it has all these fears that is going to be eaten. So what happened, he starts to put up feminine clothes and behave as a girl, as a woman, in order to tell the tribe that I'm not a male, I'm a female, because female we didn't sacrifice, only males it was sacrificed. Females, unless they tell it's a witch, and it's different story. It was just, they were stipulated. They were told that she's witch or something else because somebody jealous, and but it's something else. Now males, they were sacrificed, and because of all this stress he has all the time and these fears, he starts to put up these clothes, he starts to behave as a woman, and eventually even wants to change his sex. That's what I'm talking about those people. Now, deep down, they this vector, it's usually they have probably the most one of the most percentage of these suicidals, because of all these issues and conflict they go inside they have. Sometimes they can't even understand what sex they are, male or female, and that's the only species in the tribe who has we're neither polygamous, we're neither monogamous. Is neither homosexual, neither heterosexual. It could be either one, but I'm gonna talk about deeply in details in another video. I just want you to understand that all these people who start to put up feminine clothes, it's usually a visual vector in stress, in fears, insecurities. That's how they take off the stress. And we can definitely work with this problem and get rid of all these issues, and I'm gonna cover it in another video. So see you guys in the next video. Take care.